So I'm here in a Japanese arcade. Some of you guys said you wanted to see some video, so I'll get something up here. This is that new Persona 4 fighting game. They have it running on a few machines here. Looks really good, the graphics are great. But to give you an overview of the arcade here, this is just one floor of 5 floors here, and it's a brand new arcade. Well, most arcade games in Japan are laid out back to back. So you see you have 5 on this side, and 5 on the other side here. So you can actually fight against other people without having to see their faces. It's totally Japanese. Instead of being side by side with them like most American arcades used to be, back when people gave a shit about arcades in the States. So it looks like we have Radiant Silvergun over here. Next up, looks like Ikaruga to me. Awesome. Yeah, this place literally just opened, so. Shikigami no Shiro 2. Not sure what we got over here. Obviously with these tate screens, the vertical screens, it's obviously another shooter. Well, pressing the buttons isn't getting me anywhere. Ah, Basara, okay. And then yeah, you'll see just lines down the floor here. So this is kind of the floor mostly for what they call the video games, I guess. Sometimes they tend to differentiate between video games and arcade games, where arcade games have become a little bit more about like music games or games where you have external gimmicks. But here's some fighting games. Persona was there at the end again. You have Street Fighter, Guilty Gear. Arcane Heart. Over there you see Tekken Tag 2. Virtual Fighter. And again, you'll see pretty much all of these, because they're fighting games, you've got the double side going on here. So that, yeah, you can walk up and challenge people, but they won't even know you. You might not even see each other or know who the other person is. So over here, games like Metal Slug. So there you go, that's the essentially what is mostly the fighting game floor of an arcade here. I'll see if I can go downstairs and get some videos of the other floors. But usually if they see you taking video, they don't like it. So but yeah, pretty sweet. So here's the arcade floor. So see Beatmania 19. DDR, Opera Music, Reflect Beat, bunch of racing games here, and Jubeat over there. So lots of music games. Music games are still decently popular over here in Japan, so. This is the Music Gun, light gun game that also has music components to it. Pretty cool. Yeah, and then some Initial D racing games here. So this is more of the arcadey floor of an arcade here. The floors here aren't that big. Some other arcades have bigger floors, but there's definitely some nice stuff crammed in here. I'm on the first floor, which is almost always a floor full of what they call UFO catchers in Japan, aka crane games. They put these all on the bottom floor because people will just come in and, you know, people who don't even like games will come in and throw their money away on these things to try and win prizes. So you'll see a lot of, you know, games like K-On! Or, not games, but anime stuff like K-On!, One Piece, They even have Monster Hunter, where a lot of these mascot characters that people try to come in and win. So there are tons of these that people try and win here.